the last question that I've been getting a lot is, talk to me about confirmation. What do I need to know? What do we need to do to prepare? How can I make sure that my son and daughter is ready when the time is right? That's a great question. And confirmation is sort of the climax. It's the height of what we get to do in youth ministry. It's this beautiful sacrament where you receive the fullness of the Holy Spirit and you're sent out on mission to go and become a saint, and then also to evangelize and to serve and to love our neighbors. But how do you prepare for that? Well, there's three things. One, you first go through Alpha. Now, the great thing about how we have everything set up right now is you can go through Alpha as a freshman, as a sophomore. We're trying to offer it every summer as well. So you have 3 chances every year to go through Alpha. You can find a time that makes the most sense to you and for your family. So you go through Alpha first before you start confirmation. Second, you have to be 16 by the date of your confirmation. So that means this year, confirmation, I believe, is April 20th. If you turn 16 on or before April 20th, you are eligible to be confirmed. And lastly is that you have to be open to this. We're going to do a one-on-one interview with you in the beginning. You have to write and explain why you want this sacrament. At some point in the process, you have to write a letter to the bishop and formally request this. So this isn't something that you should go into because it's a tradition in your family or because you want to make your parents proud or anything like that. Those are noble reasons to do something, but this is really a profound encounter with God. So we have to make sure they're being really genuine. That being said, if you have questions or doubts going into confirmation, I still encourage you to go through the process and be open-minded. And if you need to back out before the day of, I completely understand that and would respect your decision on that. So the prerequisites. You've gone through Alpha. You're going to be 16 and you're open to this process. That's great. So this year, and how we've done things previously, is confirmation typically takes place in spring of junior year. Or when you're 16. There are some sophomores who can fit into that category as well. We've typically done it in the spring. This year, spring of 2021, is the last time we are doing that for the foreseeable future. Beginning next year, we are moving confirmation to the fall. Now, confirmation prep is a 1 semester thing. So as long as you've done Alpha beforehand, for confirmation, right now we're meeting just 3 times. We don't want this to be a huge burden, and we meet for a fair amount of time. We go to Mass together, we share a meal, and then we have a talk and some time for prayer and everything like that. So we meet 3 times, and then you're confirmed. So it's pretty simple and straightforward, but we are going to be moving that from the spring to the fall beginning next year, which means we're having confirmation this spring, and then like 6 months later, we're doing it again right away. So this is kind of our weird transition year. So why move it to the fall? A couple of reasons. One, notoriously junior year is extremely busy, and I hear that from people all the time. So if I can take 1 semester of like that burden away from you, I want to do that for you. Number 2, why wait for the grace? I mean, if we really believe that confirmation gives you this extra grace to be able to live out your Christian faith and to defend it and to love other people in a way you couldn't before, why would I wait 6 more months to give that to you? When you're the fall of junior year, most people are 16 by that time. That's probably going to be the most typical time to be confirmed. But I don't want to withhold that sacrament from you any longer than I absolutely have to. So we're moving it to the fall. And then lastly, it gives us a chance to do some follow-up with you. Optional. We have dreams of doing the Connect groups as a follow-up to confirmation as well, where we would invite all of our newly confirmed to come back and join a small group and really dig into how do you live this? How do you share the faith? How do you do what we call like apologetics? How do you share your faith with other people? Writing testimonies, giving talks. How do you dig deeper into prayer and learn more and get your questions answered? So those are things that are kind of coming down the pipeline, we hope. And having it in the fall allows us to do that in the spring as a follow-up to confirmation. So this year, if you look online to register, if you're ready to get confirmed this year, you can either sign up for Alpha and confirmation, Or if you've already gone through Alpha, you can sign up for a Connect group in the fall, Confirmation in the spring. Or if for whatever reason you can't do either of those things in the fall, then you can sign up for just Confirmation in the spring. If you guys have any other questions, I know this is confusing. Change and transition is always hard, especially in the midst of a pandemic. Please don't hesitate to contact me, and I hope to see all of you soon.